Ready to thaw your breast milk? Let's talk about our options. Two things you need to know about thawing breast milk. There are two options here. There is hot thawing and then there's cold thawing. You need to know the difference because one of them lasts longer than the other. So let's start with cold thawing, okay? Options for cold thawing. Why would you cold thaw? Cold thawing means that the milk will last for a longer amount of time, okay? Cold thawing options. Option A, you take this out of your freezer. I know that I'm gonna need this tomorrow, so what am I doing? I'm putting this in my fridge and I'm leaving it overnight. In about 12 to 15 hours, this will be either slush or complete liquid. I have 24 hours from when this bag turns completely liquid that I have to use it. After, it still has to be in the fridge, so follow the same laws of milk temperature for how long it actually lasts, about 4 hours that it will last out of the fridge, but in the fridge, 24 hours from when it turns completely liquid. Option B for cold thawing. Get yourself a cup or a container filled with cold water. The water must be cold, not warm, cold. You take the milk and you put it inside of the cold so it's completely submerged or somewhat submerged. This will take about 25 minutes for it to completely thaw. That means that it will be total liquid that you can use right there and then, but the whole bag will still last 24 hours. So in 20 minutes, this is going to be liquid. Now I have one full liquid bag that this needs to be used in 24 hours. Let's say my baby only needs 2 ounces. Cool, no problem. We're gonna pour out 2 ounces. Give that to my baby. Put this back in the fridge and use this for the next feeding because I have 24 hours to use this bag. Why would you use this method? If you put too much in a bag and your baby doesn't need all of it. So you wanna make the best use of your space. You wanna be freezing it and putting it into the freezer, but your baby doesn't need 6 ounces. You're gonna cold thaw it. So option A, you put it in the fridge overnight. You take out what you need and put it back in the fridge. If you forgot to put it in the fridge the night before, but you still need the milk, you put it in a container of cold water, wait about 25 minutes, pour out desired amounts, give it to your baby, and put the rest back in the fridge. Make sure to use it before the 24-hour mark. Next, let's talk about hot thawing. Why would you use hot thawing? You use hot thawing if you need the milk right there immediately. You know that your baby will be using this entire bag during the next feeding and you need it right away. You take a container, fill it with warm water. You put the bag in and you do the same thing. Now this will thaw much quicker in warm water, probably closer to 10 to 12 minutes rather than 20 to 25 it takes in cold water. You take it out and you have to use the entire bag. When you thaw in warm or hot water, you only have 2 to 3 hours to use the entire bag before you have to discard it. So if you're warm thawing or hot thawing it, pour everything into the bottle, give it to your baby, whatever they don't have, use it for a milk bath or throw it out, whatever it is. That is the biggest difference between the hot and the cold thawing. Reminders, you use the cold thawing method when you don't need the milk immediately or when you don't want to use the entire bag. You use the hot thawing method when you need the entire bag right there and then, and you're ready to use the entire thing within the next feeding.